Stacking goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round?
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is Jakeem Grant.
Well, it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
4 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Saints take down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Vikings.
Here's Ryan. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they call it flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards, the pickup there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Really good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a pass complete here to Sanders. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
To Emmanuel Sanders.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here is Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He was brought down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he finds Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
A gain of 7.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Saints 21, Vikings nothing. Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. Going deep for Walker, and that's caught inside the 30. Of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Covers there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost of screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
7-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
I think you're going into halftime with a good side. Pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. Able to locate his running back. Open downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 19-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Complete to Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Third and long. It's Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here comes Grant on the return. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down, Ryan. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. Incomplete. Right side to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. 30.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
He's into the end zone. The fumble return. And a safe touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Fair catch made at the 25. Yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson to the pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewriting.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Randy Bullock lining up.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints 42, Vikings 9.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Dobbs to throw.
Defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the free safety, Eric Berry. And CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Dobbs. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in back.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Picked off safety, Eric Berry. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
On the 7-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
from the gun on third down. Dobbs.
Going for Sanders downfield.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Returnable for Grant. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there. As his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dobbs looking to throw on first down.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for his line back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in Newcastle, New York. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs airing it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20.
Pass him in this.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's the backup Darnold. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Taken into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 56, Vikings 16.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.